Hi, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Ian, here in Beijing. So I'm going to share a video with you of the other day. It's a little bit long. There's no cutting in it. There's just one gap in this video where I stopped to type something up for this young lad. But I love the video and it just sums up everything that I just really enjoy about China. It's a video of me. I'm walking along the road, just visited a Catholic church, walking along the road, talking away, complaining about politics and highlighting how safe things are in China. And along comes this young lad, Chinese lad, big hulking young lad, and he's chatting away to me, and it's obvious he's super smart, super curious. He's just full of life. He's 18 years old and he's just chatting away, and I thought, you know, that for me sums up everything I love about China, and it just reflects China, where China is curious and learning and moving quick and ready to burst onto the world, and there's bitter old me walking along complaining and blah blah. Anyway, enjoy the video. I hope you like it. As I said, it's a little bit long. I'm just going to play the video, you watch it, enjoy it. I love this big guy. I wish I knew who he was. Take care. Catch you soon. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Ian, here in Beijing, and I'm here on Wangfujing Street. Wangfujing Street's a big shopping street, which I'm going to walk down. Actually, I'm going to head and meet a friend. I'm not staying here for long. This is Wangfujing Chapel. I think it's one of the 4 big main chapels in Beijing. Still a chapel, active chapel. You come here on a Sunday, you can take mass, whatever it is you want to do if you're involved in that religious side of things. Personally, I'm not going to stay here. I'm heading down Wangfujing Street to see a friend, so you can join me for that walk. I'm just going to have a bit of a walk and talk with you today because I'm just not feeling it this week. It's been a funny old week for me, partly because of the elections in the U.K. What can I say about that? Keir Starmer, a man of the people, not really a man of the establishment. If you actually look into his background, anyway, it's better than the Tory government, if you ask me. The disappointment for me was basically the SNP. They got hammered. We are, I think, down to 9 MPs. But again, understand Scottish politics. What the MPs that we have in the 9, that's for Westminster. We also have our own Scottish government. A couple of years' time there'll be a vote for that, so hopefully the SNP and the Scottish independence movement will come back into the fore then, because to be honest, Scotland is a very wealthy nation and a lot of that wealth is swallowed up by some of the rules that we have to play for the game that Westminster sets us. So anyway, that's my view. But as you can see, this is a very beautiful church, chapel, but you always remember the difference. I come from the west coast of Scotland, Glasgow, and the religious side of Catholic and Protestant is very strong there, to the point where it causes a lot of problems. Not really for me, and it's part of the reason why I'm glad I don't live in Glasgow at the moment, is that religious divide. Anyway, I want to walk down the street, talk a little bit more. Really just a walk and talk down the street, as I said, of sharing with you. So, not feeling it too well this week, partly because of the issue with the election in the UK, but also the shock of seeing Biden. Now, I'm not a big fan of Biden. I think he's a warmongerer, and he has been proven in the way he's approached things since he came into power. War. And incidentally, Starmer, the new guy in the UK, boom, into power. First thing he does, phone the president, say, yeah, let's continue fighting the wars that we've already got going. I just don't get that. I really don't get that. It's a waste of money. But then maybe it's not. It's money building and developing for some people. Anyway, this is Wangfujing Street. It is just coming up for lunchtime, so it's not that busy. It's midweek. It's a Thursday. And get back to what I was discussing there. So, yeah, Biden. So I posted a video about my view on Biden. Shocker is that he does look like age is catching up with him, and with that age catching up with him, you've got to question whether he's the right person for that job. Bear in mind, he's going to be in that job for almost 5 years from now. So I just don't, again, get that, don't understand that. But the powers that be are putting him in place, and it's probably because, in my view, there's a whole power structure behind presidents and first ministers and also prime ministers and so on that keep that power in play. And that's Western politics for you. This here is Wangfujing Street. Just walking down the street. Seems to be that there is a festival of some sorts on, and you'll see that yeah, maybe later on this evening this place would be super busy. Lunchtime, heat at 35 degree, it's not going to be that busy. Ice cream, for me, I'm off the whole sugar thing. Try to quit sugar. It's not easy, I have to tell you, not easy quitting sugar. Look at these cakes, man. These donuts, beautiful. Anyway, walking to Wangfujing Street, you will be surprised as I walk down. You'll see police on the street, which I'm actually very comfortable with. But some people comment on videos and say it looks like a police state. And yeah, it's the same people that comment on these videos that will talk about how where they live, there's not enough police on the street to keep them safe. So it's a bit odd for me when I hear some of the comments in the video, in the box below, comments box below. Anyway, that's always quite unusual for me because I see people, yeah, passing comment on things like how things are safe here. Anyhow, look at this Manchester City top.
Yeah, Manchester City. Is this a GoPro?
No, this is Insta360. It's Pro. You like the GoPro?
Oh, I know that.
It's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like Manchester City?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Do you a YouTuber?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's your
Just traveling.
What's your channel's name?
My Chinese name?
The channel's name. Your
Channel's name, For All Life's Adventures. For All Life's Adventures.
For all?
For All Life's Adventures.
Can you type it?
Yeah, sure.
For?
For F-O-R.
Yes.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
For All Life,
All life?
Life's Adventures.
Oh.
It's a long one.
Oh.
It's partly because I've travelled different places. Yeah.
Have it.
Have you been to the UK?
Huh?
Have you been to the UK?
Oh, no, I haven't.
No.
But I want to go to UK to finish my PhD.
Your study?
Yes, I'm now a student. I just
okay.
graduated from Chinese high middle school.
Nice. What do you study? What do you want to study? What do you want to study?
I want to study such as financial and mathematics.
Wow,
I
cool.
have just admitted Macau University.
Oh,
China.
Macau.
Yes.
Oh,
in
nice.
China, in China, I'm co-SAR.
Hmm.
And the class is financial, and I will get a Bachelor of Business. But I want to, when I finish the 4 years university, I want to go to the UK to finish the PhD
Yeah,
class.
I'm from the UK. I'm from Scotland, Sugarland.
Oh,
Sugarland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the character.
You know Celtic?
Yeah, Celtic.
Yeah.
The Celtic in China we use the character.
Cool.
Yes, in Chinese it's character.
Well, in the UK, Celtic and Celtic are two different things.
Yes.
Celtic is a football club. Celtic is the people, national people.
Yes.
Celtic people.
And I know that the Scotland football league too, like and Glasgow, you know that.
In Glasgow, that's where I'm from, Glasgow.
And
Celtic and Glasgow.
yes, I know the capital.
Where are you going now?
I'm just walking here, and
Just walking. Cool.
And I will go to a theater in Wangfujing to watch Chinese tradition.
Traditional.
I know that drama.
Drama.
Yes.
Your English is really good.
I've just finished my IELTS test.
Cool.
My IELTS score is 6.5.
Wow.
I'm good at reading. My reading score is 7.5, but my writing is not very good. My writing only is 6.0.
Well, you're very
Very
good.
good. Some university like Hong Kong and Australia and Macau. Australia, I have been admitted by the Sydney University, but I don't want to go to so far when I was just young, so I chose the Macau University.
You're still young.
I'm just 18 years old.
Yeah. I'm a lot older than that. You're still young. You've got a lot of life ahead of you.
Oh, yes. So I'm just walking. I'm so interested to do her.
I'm just talking about Wangfujing Street.
Huh?
I'm just talking about Wangfujing Street.
Yes, I know that.
You like it? You
I
like
see, like, you know, that the China law talking about the city, per se.
I know, I love China. I live here. I've been
you
here
live
for
here?
yeah, I've been here for 8 years.
Which city?
I live here in Beijing.
Oh, you live in Beijing.
I've been here for 8 years, but I travel through China,
Oh, yes.
and I like to share
And now
different parts.
I just live in Beijing for just 1 month.
1 month.
I come from Heilongjiang province.
Whereabouts?
Huh?
What province?
Heilongjiang,
Heilongjiang.
the northeast.
Northeast.
China.
Okay. I've been northeast. Shenyang. I've been
Oh, yes.
Dandong.
I have been to Shenyang too.
Shenyang, Dandong. Nice.
I never been to Dandong.
You know, been to
I
Dandong.
just go to the Shenyang and Dalian in Liaoning province.
Dalian. Yeah. I need to go to Dalian. Not been.
Dalian is a city near to the sea.
Yeah. Beautiful seafood.
Huh?
Beautiful seafood.
Yes, I like seafood because I live in Heilongjiang province. It's near the sea, just near the Russia.
Yeah.
There are many seafood. There is just like the mushrooms, eggplant.
So this heat, you won't like the heat. You're northeast. You're used to it being cooler.
In northeast, just so not very hot.
It's the
In
same as-
Beijing, it's very hot. That's up to the 30.
30, I think it's 35 today.
Yes, today is
Yeah.
35.
Scotland is quite cool.
Oh, yes.
So same northeast. I'm northwest. You're northeast.
Yes, I know Scotland. I just know the Scotland university, such as Glasgow University.
Yes,
It's a traditional university. It's an old university.
it's one of the oldest universities in the world. Glasgow University.
But I want to finish. When I finish my 4 years, I would like to go to the England University. I want to go to the G5 University. You know that. That's my dream.
What university do you want to go to?
my best.
Cambridge.
If you want to say my friend, yes, Cambridge.
Cambridge.
I wrote the Cambridge.
Your parents must be very proud of you.
Yes, I need to learn my English. I don't just learn my English, you know. But I just finished my IELTS test. But I'm learning English now every day.
Your
Because I
English
need to-
is very good.
Because I want to improve my English, and I just like to speak to the foreigner because of COVID-19, I have never speak to the foreigner. I just can't see any foreigner in Daqing because they're a small city. So I went to Beijing. I'd like to speak to foreigner to improve my speaking skills.
Improve your English.
Because sometimes I know how to read, but I don't know how to say speak.
I think your English is very good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm very,
thank you.
very
I
impressed.
learned English when I was just 3 years old.
You're very smart. You're going to do very well in life.
Thank you.
I think you'll do well.
Because I know that the Macau University and some universities in Hong Kong, they teach by English. So that's why I'm interested in the universities in the Hong Kong and the Macau as well.
And you're going to be okay being on YouTube if I put you on YouTube. People might see you. You'll be happy.
Oh, no, that's so could you type your YouTube channel?
Yeah. Let me type it. Let me get some shade. Yes.
Okay. You can. Oh, you know what? Oh, I have to. I'll say, type it. Maybe I need a. Bye. Maybe I will see myself in the YouTube.
Okay. Enjoy.
If you have a
Bye-bye.
channel, I will go.
Bye-bye.
This is your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. That's one of the things you always see when you're here in China. People will just stop and talk. Very, very friendly. So anyway, I think what I was saying there, I'm on my way to meet a friend. But like I said, you will see as I walk, you'll see police presence and stuff. And like I said, people will say to me, Ian, it looks like a police station. Not the case, it's very safe. I walk around Beijing. In fact, I've been in over 20 different cities here in China, and every single city I've been in has been very, very safe. And that is one of the main reasons for enjoying travelling in China, is the safety. Now, the other thing is, you see when I walk around, and I'll maybe share some with you, some other shots or so when I take another walk after chatting to that young lad there, is that there's not homeless people. Now, a lot of people will say, of course there's homeless people, and I agree, there is bound to be homeless people. What I mean, and what I think many people mean when they talk about no homeless people, is that there's no visible, massive visible homeless situation that you may see in London, or you maybe see in some of the other cities in the Western Hemisphere. So there is that. Now, yes, there's some homeless people here somewhere, but when you travel, you don't see them at all. I've never seen any real homeless situation at all. I've seen maybe 7, 8 homeless people, which I would think are homeless. They tend to be people who are travelling, or there are migrant workers. In some cases, when you do see some people maybe sleeping at the side of the street, again, they are possibly travelling or migrant workers, and that's the situation here with the homeless. Now, the other thing that I wanted to touch on before I just walk around and share some shots with you is that there is a lot of people now in China, and I call them China's foreign army. And these are people now who are in China, and they're talking up their surprise when they visit China, and their amazement of how futuristic the cities are, and how beautiful cities are, and how friendly the people are. Usually these people get told they're simping for the CCP or the CPC, as the correct pronunciation, I believe. So yeah, there is that. So these people are walking around China, Westerners are coming into China and going, wow. And I love that, because the more the merrier. Now, it's quite windy here. There's a reason why I walked down this street. This street actually used to be Food Street. When I first came to Beijing, used to come in here and you would get the beasties on a stick, scorpions on a stick and stuff like that. It was mostly for the tourists, to be honest. A lot of the local people wouldn't eat that type of thing. It's a bit like going to Blackpool and buying hard rock. It's just not the thing. But anyway, that's where this area used to be. I don't know if I can capture some of it through the... No, I don't think I'm going to capture it. But during the COVID, this was all locked down and then closed down, and then it was moved away, I think, as the Wangfujing Street became a much more upmarket. Now, just to touch on Wangfujing Street. Look, thirsty, and it's also hot here. This is one of the main shopping areas here in Beijing, and it is actually more localised. So you'll see that during some of the local holidays here in Beijing, this street will be jam-packed with people come from other areas. One of the early shopping areas in the whole of China was Wangfujing Street, so a lot of the local tourists will come here. Just along the road there is Forbidden City, Tiananmen Square, and a few other famous places. So people will go there and then make their way along the road to here, which is Wangfujing Street. As you can see, quite busy. Midday surprises so many people, because usually a lot of people during midday will head in and eat their lunch. And the one thing you can rely on here in China is that people will eat their lunch and their dinner in very specific times. And in my experience, don't get in the way of someone's eating timeline here in China, because food is a big part of the society here, and I love that as well. It's where people get together and eat food. It's very community based and very communal, especially things like hot pot, where people will sit and eat hot pot a lot, and it's just like you sit around, boiling pot of water, you put in meat and vegetables, like just help yourself. And it's like as my son calls it, a water barbecue, and it's great, and I love that type of eating. But anyway, this is Wangfujing Street. I am going to meet a friend, so I'm going to wrap up. It's interesting talking to that young guy there. I'll walk around the street here and maybe take a few more shots, and then I might pop back in and talk to you. But like I said, went from the top end at the Catholic Church and walked down through Wangfujing Street. I can go further into some of the shopping malls or so, which I might do to share with you, but I just wanted to chat a quick bump in my gums of the current situation around the politics in the West. Biden, ? Starmer, establishment, not what you think. Look into his background. The SNP took a tanking, disappointed. 2026 is when the Scottish Parliament votes. Hopefully they'll get back into some real strength by then. Walk down through Wangfujing, shared it with you. A little bit of touch on homelessness, a little bit of touch on the safety and the security in China. The other things that I could talk about is like amazing metro systems, amazing bullet trains, but I just know that everybody will say it's not true. Well, not say everybody, there'll be people in the box below that will go, fuck, Ian, it's not true. The bullet trains are empty, blah, blah, blah. And it just makes me laugh now, actually. And interesting, I can see a lot of the the China's foreigner army who are now in China travelling, and when they start to talk about what they're seeing and how surprised they are, amazed they are, because they're taking advantage of the 144-hour visa, which you can travel into and travel through China on, they're taking advantage of that, and then they're sharing, and some of them are staying longer, and they're sharing their experiences, and it's fantastic, and I love it. But the one thing they do highlight is, on all their travels, no matter where they go, no one ever talks about your being paid by the government, and I just find that comical. And that's the one thing that I can see people get frustrated with, because they're just not used to it. Me, I'm used to it. You've been saying that about me for 8 years that I've stayed here in Beijing. Keep saying it. I don't care. The main thing for me is that I'm sharing the reality of China and the reality of Beijing. I know the other cities that I travel to here in China, and people are looking at that and they're beginning to ask questions, and hopefully the more and more people that I encourage to ask questions, the more and more people will push back against any government that wants to go to a conflict with China, because if you're asking me, that is the last thing you want to do. Anyway, it's too hot. We want to meet this friend, grab some lunch, and then I think I might do a hyperlapse. That's another thing. One last thing, hyperlapse. I'm splitting off into a range of different hyperlapses as I walk around Beijing. I think it's a good way to see the city quick, 5 minutes or below. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Talking too much. This is me, Ian, here in Beijing. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family, your community. Enjoy some more of Wangfujing Street and the surrounding area as I walk around. Catch you soon. Peace out. Hey.